Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm always talking about mind, body, and soul topics in my videos in order to become stronger so we can reach our goals. You know, my dad told me one time before he got murdered, he told me, look, don't ever be one of these half-assed type of people. When it's time to work, you work. Be the hardest working guy in the room. Don't play games. Don't take a lot of breaks. Don't bitch and moan. Don't complain. Work your fucking ass off. And really try hard. Try as hard as you can try. Do that every single day that you show up. Never be late. Never ask for a day off. When you party, you can take it the same way. When you're relaxing, you can take it the same way. Relax better than anybody. Be the laziest motherfucker on earth when you're relaxing. Be able to teach a class at Harvard on how to be lazy. You're so good at it. But when you work, you work. And I always took that to heart. If you want to reach your goals, you really have to put in the work in order to be able to do it. A lot of people kind of half-ass shit through life and they expect some sort of result and people get frustrated. They put in barely enough work to get themselves moving towards a goal and then give up because they didn't get it. People get impatient, and patience is hard. You know, being a patient person is something that I've had to learn about. That sometimes we have to have the discipline to work every single day towards a goal without seeing a whole lot of direct results, and to still have the hope and the drive within us to just keep pushing forward every day and not let it kill us. We have a good mood about it. Life isn't grinding us down. We're just getting sharper. We can handle it. You know, I realized about working out in the gym. When you work out in the gym and you want to be able to build muscle, and that's your goal, is to build muscle, you really have to put in the work to do it. If you look at the next guy and you're like, well, geez, he's so huge, and I'm not. What is it? You can just discount it and say, well, he must be on steroids. But not everybody is on steroids, and even the guy that's on steroids has to work out. You can't just take some steroids and wake up like He-Man. You still got to go to the gym. You still got to work out really hard. And the people that get results work out really hard. They're there all the time. No matter if they feel good or feel bad. Doesn't matter if their boyfriend dumped them or their, girlfriend cheated on them. It doesn't matter. That motherfucker's still in the gym. He's going today. They're not taking today off. My foot's a little bit sore, or I didn't really sleep well last night, or, I watched a movie and it made me real sad. They're still going to the gym. They're not using excuses. And when they get there, they have an intensity about them. Just like that hard worker on the factory floor, the one who's working the hardest in the room. You see certain people at the gym that are really going for it. They're sweating. They're not running their mouths. They're not sitting there checking their phones. I was at the gym the other day. I look around. Mostly guys in there. Every dude in there, mostly young dudes. They're in there sitting there on the bench, wherever they're sitting at whatever machine or whatever they're doing, looking at their phones. Everybody in the room. I was the only one. It made me feel old. And I was like, damn, I'm the oldest one in the room, and I'm the only one in the room not sitting here staring at my phone. I'm actually working out. You really have to go for it. That time under tension. You learn that when you start learning about how to build muscle. You hear these terms, time under tension. Time under tension is that time when the weight, say if you're bench pressing, that's the time that the weight is actually pressing against you. because you have a rest moment where you can lock your arms out. I don't suggest it, but you can, and or you can put the weight on the bar. But when you're in the range of motion, pushing the weight, that's that time under tension. And with certain exercises, you can really feel it more than others. It just depends on how strong or weak you are on that muscle group. That time under tension, that's when your muscles start to burn. A lot of times we only really feel that burning sensation from that time under tension at the end of a set where we've done many reps, and it's the last few reps where we really feel it. That's that growth period. That's the golden moment. That's it. That's where you want to be. You know that's the fucking weakness leaving you. That's what that feeling is. That's what that pain is. That's the bitch in you it's trying to escape. You got to go through that in order to get stronger. I used to go to the gym just 3 days a week. Did that for years. I never really saw any progress. And I never really understood why. Because I wasn't putting in enough time. I wasn't going frequently enough. And then when I was there, I was just going through the motions. You might be doing this in areas of your life, with relationships. Are you really putting in the time and the effort? Or did you just do that? Were you on your best behavior in order to get the chick, and then once you got her, you gave up, you let yourself go? You wonder why the marriage or the relationship that you're in has become stale. A lot of guys want to think they're perfect and they just blame the chick. It's her fault. Like as if her job is to be the court jester, to entertain your dumb ass all the time. You got to come to the table with something. What are you offering? Do you offer anything? What is it that you offer? Motherfuckers want results, but they don't really want to put in the work. You could be doing this with your business. Oh, I've had this happen to me. I've been self-employed for so long, 30 years. I've had many businesses, a bunch of them, and a variety. I owned a clothing store, a motorcycle shop, and did music promotions all at the same time. 3 different businesses. I've had a bunch of businesses. Not all of them have been successful. Many of them haven't been. I realized on many of them, and any of the businesses that haven't been successful, it's been my own fault. Sure, at the time that the business was failing, I could probably go on and on for hours about all the external factors that are against me and why I can't survive, why this isn't happening the way I want it to, why the paychecks aren't as big as they should be, that kind of thing. But when it came down to it, was I really putting in that time under tension, putting in that hard work every day, just that intensity, going all out like your life depends on it every single fucking day? No. I could go business by business and start pointing out my own flaws and failures to utilize my time right, utilize my intensity right. It's just a good lesson to learn. Everything you do, no matter what it is, everything you do in your life, you go all out with it. Don't be a half-assed motherfucker. Don't do anything half-assed. Be the hardest worker in the room. And that way, you go to bed at night feeling good. And you know that I did everything that I could. I may not be perfect. I may have a lot of work left to do. But I did everything I could today. Anything that happens, because a lot of stuff happens to us, it feels like that at least, it won't be my fault. I did my part today. Did you do your part today? Or did you just kind of skate on somebody else's back, lazily make it through the day doing the bare minimum? One of these losers who wants to brag about how much they do, but really all they're doing is the bare minimum. They barely get through life and they think they're heroes. I showed up to my job You're supposed to show up to your job, dumb fuck. I'm never late. You're not supposed to be late, dumb shit. I take care of my kids. You're supposed to. It's a sin not to. What the fuck's wrong with you? Go above and beyond. Be the hardest working fucking dad. Be the best goddamn dad you could imagine. Be the hardest working employee that's in the whole building, and watch how fast you rise to the top. Do everything like that. I dare you. It's up to you. Life's about choice. Tell me what you think. This is all just food for thought. Thanks for watching.